For today's video, we are going to talk about what is functions, and we are going to explain everything in details. So let's start with the definition of relation. When we say relation, it is a set of ordered pairs. For example, 3, 5 is an example of ordered pair. 3 is the domain and 5 is the range. When we say domain, it is the set of first coordinates, and when we say range, it is the set of second coordinates. So let's say if we have a relation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. If we are going to identify the domain, that is the set of first coordinates, that is 1, 3, 5, and 7. And if we are going to identify the range, that is the set of second coordinates, that is 2, 4, 6, and 8. So this type of relation is an example of function. And when we say function, it's a relation in which element of the domain corresponds to exactly one element of the range. As you can see in the given example, the domain 1, 3, 5, 7 corresponds to exactly one element of the range, that is 2, 4, 6, and 8. And function can be represented in different ways. We can represent functions in ordered pairs, mapping diagram or table of values, graphs, or equation. So these are the basic concepts that you need to remember in order for us to understand what is functions. So let's start and let's have an example. On the first set of example, we have functions represented in ordered pairs. So which of the following relations are functions? On number 1, relation F has a set of ordered pairs 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, and 4, 7. So this one is an example of function because each element of the domain corresponds to exactly one element of the range. On number 2, we have relation G consists of 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, and 3, 7. So relation G is not a function because the ordered pair 1, 3, 1, 4 has the same x value but different y values. That's why not a function. On number 3, we have relation H consists of 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 4 up to n, 3n. So this one is an example of function because each element of the domain corresponds to exactly one element of the range. On number 4, we have element I consists of 1, 1, 2, 8, 1, 27, and negative 2, 64. So this one is not a function because 1, 1 and 1, 27 has the same x value but different y values. On number 5, we have element J consists of 1, 2, 2, 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 2, negative 1 is an example of function because each element of the domain corresponds to exactly one element of the range. On the second set of example, we have function represented in mapping diagram. When we say mapping diagram, the elements of the domain are mapped to the elements of the range using arrows. So in this case, the relationship or function is represented by the set of the connections represented by the arrows. So let us determine whether the relationship given in the mapping diagram is a function. On number 1, we have the input 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and output 3, 5, 9, 17, and 33. So this kind of relation is an example of one-to-one relation. And one-to-one relation is an example of function because each element in the input corresponds to exactly one element in the output. On number 2, we have the input 7, 2, and 1, And for the output, we have 11, 13, 17, 19, and 23. So this kind of relation is many to one relation. And many to one relation is not a function because the input 7 and 2 has two outputs, that is 11 and 13, and for input 2 that is 17 and 19. And for the third mapping diagram, we have the input 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and for the output that is 0 and 1. So this kind of relation is an example of one to many relation. And one to many relation is an example of function because each element of the input corresponds to exactly one element in the output. Before we proceed to the third set of example, let us talk about what is vertical line test. So when we say vertical line test, a graph represents a function if and only if each vertical line intersects the graph at most once. The first figure is a function because it intersects the vertical line once. The second figure is not a function because it intersects the vertical line twice, that is 1, 2. So we are going to use the idea of vertical line test to check whether the given graph is a function or not. So let's have an example. On the third set of example, which of the following can be graph of functions? On number 1, since the given graph intersects the vertical line once, so this one is a function. On number 2, it intersects the vertical line twice, that is 1, 2. So this one is not a function. On number 3, we have a graph of linear equation and intersect the vertical line once. So this one is a function. On example number 4, the given graph intersect the vertical line twice, that is 1, 2. And if we are going to have a vertical line here, it intersects the vertical line twice. So this one is not a function. On example number 5, we have parabola opens upward. So if we are going to have a vertical line here, it intersects the vertical line once. So this graph is a function. On the last set of example, we are going to determine which of the following equation describe a function. On number 1, we have y equals 2x plus 1. So let's say for example, y equals 0. So this is 0 equals 2x plus 1. Let us move 1 on the other side of equation. It will give us negative 1 equals 2x. Let us divide both sides by 2. So x equals negative 1/2. And the ordered pair, that is negative 1/2 comma 0. And let's say y equals 1. So this is 1 equals 2x plus 1. Let us move 1 on the other side. That is 1 minus 1 equals 2x. And that is 0 equals 2x. So let us divide both sides by 2. So x equals 0. And the ordered pair, that is 0 comma 1. So if we are going to graph this one, let us have x and y axis. So this is positive 1 and this is negative 1. So let us have negative 1/2 and 0. So this is negative 1/2 and 0 and 0, 1. That is here. And if we are going to continue this line, we are going to have a straight line. And as you can see, our graph intersect the vertical line once. So our equation is a function. On number 2, we have x squared plus y squared equals 1. So this one is written in standard form of equation of a circle, that is quantity x minus h squared plus quantity y minus k squared equals r squared, where center, that is h comma k, and r is what we call the radius. So in our given, we don't have h and k, so therefore our center, that is 0 comma 0, and radius is equal to 1. So if we are going to graph this one, let us have x-axis and y-axis. So this will be our center, and this will be the measure of our radius, that is 1. So as you can see, our graph intersect the vertical line twice. So this equation is not a function. On example number 3, we have x squared plus y minus 4 equals 0. So let's say, for example, x equals negative 2. So let us have negative 2 squared plus y minus 4 equals 0. Negative 2 squared, that is 4, plus y minus 4 equals 0. 4 minus 4, that is 0. So y equals 0. So the ordered pair, that is negative 2 comma 0. And let's say x equals 0. So this will be 0 squared plus y minus 4 equals 0. Let us cancel this one. Let us move negative 4 on the other side. So y equals 4. So the ordered pair, that is 0 comma 4. And let's say x equals 2. So this will be 2 squared plus y minus 4 equals 0. So we are going to have 4 plus y minus 4. 4 minus 4, that is 0. So y equals 0. And the ordered pair, that is 2 comma 0. So if we are going to graph this one, let us have a Cartesian coordinate plane. Let us have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2 on the other side. So let us have negative 2, 0. So this is negative 2, 0. And let us have 0, 4. That is 0, 2, 3, and 4. And then let us have 2, 0. So as you can see, we have a parabola opens downward. And our graph intersect the vertical line once. So this one is a function. On number 4, we have y equals x squared minus 2x plus 2. So let's say x equals 0. So y equals 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 2. So let us cancel this one. So the value of y is 2. So the ordered pair, that is 0 comma 2. And let's say x equals 1. So this will be y equals 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 2. So 1 squared, that is 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 2. So let us cancel this one. So the value of y is 1. So the ordered pair, that is 1 comma 1. And let's say x equals 2. So this will be y equals 2 squared minus 2 times 2 plus 2. 2 squared, that is 4 minus 4 plus 2. Let us cancel this one. So y equals 2. So the ordered pair, that is 2 comma 2. So if we are going to graph this one, let us have a Cartesian coordinate plane. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2. So let us have 0, and then 2. And then we have 1 comma 1. And then 2 comma 2. So as you can see, we have a parabola opens upward. And it intersects the vertical line once. So this one is a function. So I hope you've learned from this video. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless us all.